Oh.
Yes, this is the first official
Ho, ho,
Christmas
ho!
episode.
Merry Christmas!
Christmas time.
Oh, I timed that perfectly. That's what you can get here at the Transmit Podcast.
Yeah.
Timing.
Merry Christmas.
And not much else.
Oh, listen, we have phenomenal news and movies and listen, and the Belle Delphine report is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And somewhere in between, we'll try to be entertaining.
Listen, we're not going to guarantee that. We're going to
Try to be funny.
we'll try.
There's no promises.
I make zero promises. Let me tell you, like with my divorce attorney, I make no promises.
But
All right,
we've got the nog
we got Nog.
because it's that
This
time of year.
Is this the Mexican?
Holidays.
It's
There's no Mexinog. That's not a thing.
Isn't?
There's eggnog, and then there's coquito, which I'm drinking because I want to drink something that actually tastes like something.
Okay, listen, eggnog tastes like something. It tastes great. Okay, listen, that's not important.
It's different. It's apples and oranges.
I mean, I could let you try it from the other side
If you
that I
want
didn't
something else.
touch.
If you want an
That's
alternative
fine.
to eggnog, if you've had eggnog every year and you want to spice things up a little bit,
Could try some coquito.
coquitos or McDonald's new chicken sandwich.
Yeah, with McPlant.
And the McPlant
McPlant.
burger.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can really tell that I was hungry when I put this list together, or when I started to put this list together, because I saw that and I was like, my stomach growled. Like, I don't care what goes in my mouth.
I mean, it's just, I'm surprised that it's taken McDonald's this long to catch up to. What the heck is that? Okay.
How many decades did it take them for them to say, you know what, you can have breakfast after 11, or was it 10?
Yeah. But I'm honestly, like, it's surprising that Burger King and Carl's Jr. even came out with plant-ish based sandwiches before McDonald's. You'd think that they would be like right along this.
Who, McDonald's?
Yeah. McDonald's is I mean, what, like a year at least behind Carl's Jr.
Yeah, that's not. That's poor marketing. And you know what? We shouldn't. When does this come out?
Next year.
McDonald's is kind of like the top dog, so they don't feel the need to be innovative.
Yep,
Because they're already the leader.
They're
and
the
they
hot
don't wanna
blonde.
They don't want to be a
That's
follower.
fair.
But look, there's the follower now.
Yep, now
They're
there's the
stuck.
follower.
They're like GM.
And you know what?
They're
Well,
Tesla.
we're digging back to old topics that were spoken of not on camera. And
So it says that last year, I guess in 2019, McDonald's started testing a burger in Canada made with Beyond
Canada.
Meat.
well, yeah, that's where you go. You go to a less populous area full of people you can afford to, let go of to do your experimentation.
And I don't know if this is, like sort of a mock-up or if this is somebody else's idea.
Vic, you're a graphic artist. Would you?
Do you think
Put
that
your
that's what McDonald's is going to?
Put on their box.
Yeah.
Put on
Actually,
their
Bow Wow.
box. Yeah, I really like it. It's very simple.
Clean.
See, it's reminiscent of farm art, farm, what is it called? Like a farmer's market style.
I can see that.
art.
Yeah.
Usually you'd see cows or chickens, and then you see like a barn in the background.
Mhm.
But here it's very simple because, there's no cows or chickens anymore. It's just plant grown
It's
out of
just
the
a little
ground.
sprout.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm still hungry, and
But there's no lab there. There should be a lab.
there should be a lab guy with a lab coat and a beaker.
He's like, we're trying to figure out how to make plants taste like living
Meat.
creatures.
But somebody already did, apparently. And listen, I'm hungry, and I think we should try one of these things.
What would you like? Can place an order.
Well, I think Carl's Jr. and Burger King both have them.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't had Burger King in forever. They have the Beyond or the Impossible.
They have Impossible.
Let's do the Impossible.
All right.
Okay,
Let me find it.
I have to bring this up again.
Oh,
As
wait,
an
wait.
owner of Beyond,
Wait, you own
stock,
some stock?
I do feel that Impossible right now in the race is leading in flavor, because Impossible is actually a closer meat substitute than Beyond, and you'll see that in today's. If we get these burgers in time,
And that's with his bias.
All right,
that's
Spike.
with my bias.
Okay.
Spike, what do you want? Do you want a medium or a large?
Give me a medium with a Dr. Pepper or a Coke, whatever. Just soda's not important really right now.
Okay.
I got Nog.
And Anything else you want to add, or
Just no onions and a
No.
little extra mustard.
no onions?
But-
Remove onion. You're boring.
Yes, I am. And tell them to deliver it to this window.
Oh yes, we'll have them deliver it right here. What do you want a meal or do you want just the
I'll do
sandwich?
the meal.
What do you want to drink?
Just do a Sprite.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of boring.
I'll take mayo off for you. And okay.
All right, so listen, we're gonna listen. This totally organic food review.
We actually decided on what drink I would say for like 20 minutes. I couldn't figure out
listen,
what drink I wanted.
Why are you breaking kayfabe? What is wrong with you?
Right? And now you know how I feel when people don't yes and. Bam. Getting my jabs
Your
in.
disappointment.
I want
All right, I'm
from-
placing the order now.
having to be in character for so long and Super Awesome Showdown and like going by kayfabe. I just want purely organic now in my
No,
life.
you want authentic.
Authentic
But-
and organic
But this was an authentic order she just placed.
and organic.
It is. It's
But the 4 guys outside who helped us workshop this, that was less so. Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say that the
see. Burger King is confirming your order. Hopefully it'll.
Beyond.
Yeah.
We'll see how long it takes to get there. This is the real part, actually.
This is the most
We're
real.
gonna figure out how long.
Hoping that it actually gets here.
Like, we're sorry. The Burger King was shut down. Like,
I was gonna
what?
say
All it says is latest arrival by 8:53.
And it is.
It's 8:17.
Okay,
It's
so
entirely possible that
we-
it'll arrive in time.
It's
Be-
maybe.
Beyond and Impossible are taking the leads of like tech companies with
yeah.
continual improvement and continual innovation. Just like Amazon, they're not going to stop evolving and trying to get products to you before you even think about them. It's just like the same with Beyond and Impossible. They're trying to get closer and closer to that meat taste. And
You-
whichever one gets the meat taste first, I think.
You kind of
That
just
sounds-
to them goes the
referenced a comedy special
What?
where Amazon is telling you what you want. They're just putting it in your hand.
Yeah,
Who is that?
Basically, that's where they're
comedian?
going. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And
was that?
also, meat taste sounds a little like a sex thing. It's like I'm
Meat
trying,
taste.
trying to get to that meat taste.
Which he was on Netflix.
Okay, well, while you look that up, could you skip us to the next
Ronnie
thing?
Chang. It was
Oh.
Ronnie Chang,
What's the
by
next?
the way. The next thing is
Because you were talking about
Oh.
meat taste.
Oh, wait. I've got. Oh, wait, I turned that down. The Belle Delphine report.
We're gonna stick our hands in the money or the honey pot.
Yeah, we're going back to the well.
or the money pot.
The honey money pot.
So last week or just before Thanksgiving, Belle Delphine's YouTube channel was like unceremoniously banned.
I bought a bottle of liquor and poured it out in mourning for that sad day.
But then apparently it was quickly reinstated.
Then I bought
Yes.
another bottle of liquor and just guzzled it.
And it says that so it was briefly terminated before it was reinstated. And the ban sparked outrage and confusion from fans who argued her videos were just as not safe for work as others hosted
Yeah, it's
on the platform, and that it was Team YouTube says it was a mistake by the review team.
and YouTube has been having this
Wow.
problem for a while. There,
They
where
just-
they'll arbitrarily kind of like take people off of all sorts, like not just like the conservatives will say this, but also there's a lot of game reviewers and a lot of people who are like on the left too, and it's just they're at the mercy of some kind of bizarre algorithm.
It's true. But I was gonna say, like, I feel like they almost listen to like the pitchfork mobs. Like that's how the pitchfork mob came for her Instagram and
Yep.
they got her taken down, but there wasn't a pitchfork mob backing her up to get her back on Instagram. In this case, there was an opposing pitchfork mob that swayed YouTube's decision. They're like, oh, we didn't know that there was another pitchfork
Oh,
mob.
there's multiple.
So now, you know what?
The only-
We made a mistake.
Yes,
That was our mistake.
yes.
And then a bigger pitchfork mob comes and like, no, take
No,
it down. They're like, oh, we made a mistake twice.
We made another.
We
mistake.
meant to take her off. And then the other mob comes. It's like,
It's back.
we keep making mistakes
Now,
here.
now they have guns, and you know what would really solve this YouTube is if you just had clear community guidelines
I
and
know.
just stuck to them.
Had some cojones, man.
How about that? You just say, listen, we are a platform, and if you violate these guidelines, you're gone. If you don't, you're good. We don't listen to Twitter assholes.
It's just an always morphing, mutating,
Like, who's yelling at us today?
mutable
So
blob of
This says that
rules.
she was notified that YouTube had removed her plushie gun video for being in violation of its sexual content guidelines.
Okay, that I kind of get.
Yeah.
I understand. Listen, it's YouTube. It's not like Pornhub or RedTube.
Was Plushy Gun? Was that the 6ix9ine one?
No.
No, that one
The
was
6ix9ine one
acceptable.
was the I'm back.
Yeah, that's the I'm back
The
one.
Plushy Gun was the Suicide Trigger one, right?
Yeah, yeah. If WAP is okay, then I'm back one is fine. But the plushie gun one, I can see like she's got like guns and is like shooting at her head. So
That's the one.
yeah, that's the one that got her terminated. So
Oh, Keemstar? Keemstar coming through on
Bam.
our podcast.
yeah,
This is one of the guys that H3 likes to talk about. It's Keemstar.
Why?
Well, he's kind of just one of those guys who's like very, I don't know, polarizing on the internet. He makes fun of people for having like kid, like, you know, fans, but all his fans are like, you know, 13.
Oh, okay. So
I mean, realistically,
Welcome
if
to the
we're big,
algorithm.
if we're big, like all our fans would probably be kids. But we're trying to like talk about like we're talking about stocks and stuff. on
yeah,
there,
we
so.
are. So
So when the kids like grow up, the internet kids grow up, you can
We'll
look,
get 'em.
We can watch. You can watch our show, everyone.
now there is a little bit more news that I was super interested in.
What's this?
Okay, we can't show
That's
this, but
fine. We'll watch it though.
let's watch it and come back.
Okay.
I
Hello,
can.
Internet. So it's been
We'll
really
just show our
fun
faces.
Yeah.
playing with you over the last couple of years.
She's giving us
And I
a
think
little.
now is finally the time that you've all been waiting for.
What is it?
What are we
This
waiting for?
year, the 25th of December, Christmas Day, I'm going to be
Turn the volume
posting
Just
my
a little bit.
hardcore porn
What?
to my OnlyFans. And if you don't believe me, well,
Oh, what? No.
What?
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Take my money. Take it.
Wow.
hello, Internet.
Did it get to her? Did my money get to her OnlyFans?
It went
No.
through the camera
Into
'Cause
her
that's
OnlyFans.
how the internet
That's how
works.
the internet works. It's just
It goes. It's screen to screen.
yeah. There's no camera
And
here.
because her video was up on this screen and it went through that screen.
yeah, it's in her OnlyFans. I have access
It
to this
went
now, right?
It went to her OnlyFans.
I'm afraid that is not how
coming-
the interwebs works,
You know what?
gentlemen.
I had this idea that she kind of ruined for me.
Oh yes. What's that?
Can you bring it up?
No.
All right.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
No.
Oh, that one. No. Yeah. Don't. ruin that.
However,
that's proprietary.
there will be a Patreon releasing at some point. We'll just leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
By the way, our delivery driver, Will, is at Burger King right now waiting to pick up our
Nice.
food.
And also, I like that. Like she's kind of scammed people before. Maybe not scammed, but she said she'd make a Pornhub like video, and she never said I'm going to do sex. But now she finally said it out loud. I'm going to do like the prawns, and then
She said hardcore.
hardcore prawns, and also she put a final like,
Hardcore.
the hardcore, but she also like put the Belle Delphine stamp of guarantee on it by showing her modest but shapely breasts.
Modest, yeah. So, good boobs.
I always
This
have-
is the Belle Delphine boob report. The boob review.
I don't have a. Or
This
maybe
is the Belle Delphine boob review. This is the boob review. Good boobs,
Yes,
good
good.
size. I don't know cups. What do you say? That's a B.
That's around an A, I think.
Okay, wait. Let me.
I think that's an A.
Let me go back.
She's gonna
Good
scrub
size,
back.
good quality.
Yeah, listen, they don't have
gosh.
to be big to be nice.
But if I'm being completely honest, I am a little disappointed
No,
by
those are A's.
Those are A's, yeah.
the very averageness.
Well, okay, listen.
Averageness?
think
Can I
you've-
say that?
this
Of the
is
nipples?
See this
Mediocrity.
Okay, this is the problem with like
Yeah, those are A's.
this is the problem with building someone up in
cute,
your
though.
mind. They are very cute, and I am not disappointed by them total in any way.
She even has a little squish.
She's a little squished. Like that's a good touch.
She
there.
could do
She's
cleavage
squishy.
if she wanted to.
She could.
She could. So she's like probably like an A&a half, sort of. Like
So,
they kind of have that.
They're great. I was expecting something different, like something unique.
Listen, this is the problem. Like
So
I always,
imagine the most like average nipples, everybody, and that's what you get.
Okay, you know what? Those are fine nipples. I don't think they're nipples. It's like pizza. There's very few bad.
Are those the
pizzas.
Beyond sausage? They're a little hollow. You know what?
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
God damn it.
You said
Moving
hollow.
on. Moving
Moving on.
You said that I was a callback to the Beyond sausage.
That was a bit of a callback, and I like that. Okay, so moving on to like literally as far away as we can possibly get is SETI Institute says we're gonna find aliens by 2036, which I think
So we got 15 years.
is a bold claim.
So obviously, by the previous skit that we did just now, the previous what do you call that? Bits that we did.
Yeah.
There is no intelligent life on Earth, but maybe we can find intelligent life.
There's no
on other
intelligent life
in
here.
this room, in this space right here.
But
From
maybe
here
SETI
over.
will find intelligent life elsewhere.
Maybe, or maybe they're gonna find like, cause look, the reason they say this is because the amount of processing power that's going into like listening to alien or radio signals from space is like doubling constantly, like that exponential growth thing you were talking about with other technologies.
Is it weird that I'm just downing?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because
Um,
there's you.
Ignore.
How much Maker's Mark did you pour in there?
Not a lot.
Okay, but
Do you want some coquito?
get some cocainito. But
Just,
so
just
I don't know how like applicable that is, but they say it's like the difference between you watching all of Netflix and
Ooh, strong.
wow, and having like three of us watch all of Netflix because we don't have to watch the same thing. So it's speeding up, and like what the problem is, like, you know how like Belle Delphine's video there was just ones and zeros. It wasn't like a straight up picture pushing through a tube. So what if we decode some alien signal and it's just some like hyper intelligent cephalopods OnlyFans account?
Then we will be united in ways that we didn't expect.
It's like, listen, that's when like Morgan Freeman comes out like what we found that day was that what brings us together and makes us more unique or common is greater than what makes us different in the universe.
we
Erections
found out
bring us together.
in one fell swoop, through ones and zeros, we found out
Across the vastness of space.
this society that we found values two major things: money and sex.
Much
Just like our society.
You know, it's entirely possible though that the aliens have already found us
Okay.
because they've been discovering these monoliths.
and then they're disappearing.
We just brushed over the. I didn't learn anything from that
Okay, they just
study. I'm so drunk. I didn't learn anything from that study. I'll read that.
God. Just in case you're wondering, everyone out there in YouTube and podcast land, Vic is a lightweight.
You know,
He's the cheapest date.
I'm gonna
in the
actually read
parade.
that. I will for real read that article on my own time.
Right, but well, basically they're saying
won't.
is, look, they're theorizing it because like before we didn't have as much processing power to review all of this radio data we're getting from the universe, and it keeps doubling.
Oh,
So it's like I said, it's the difference between me having to watch all of Netflix and all three of us having to watch all of Netflix versus all of our friends having to like.
so there's more.
split up.
There's more telescopes pointed up.
and more computing power,
Yeah,
like
sift through it all. Okay.
processing. Yeah, that's
Anyway,
Wow.
so
Okay, I see.
and then cephalopod porn.
Sweet. Okay, that all makes sense.
so that first monolith that they found in Utah has been removed. And there was
Removed
actually
or vanished. This is I don't
no,
know.
it was removed.
Okay, thank God.
Like a travel photographer actually like saw people going who were not apparently the people that put it there, but they saw people going there and like ripping it down.
And then
And then
You remember
another
that.
one popped up in Romania, except this
Ah.
one looks a little different.
looks a little. It looks,
This one's
it looks like
swirly.
Beskar.
So where this one is super
Smooth.
reflective and
Yeah.
shiny, this one has that swirled effect, like it's been buffed.
Yeah, they got
Oh,
the
okay, no,
buffer
yeah, that's
tool
And
Right.
it
there.
wasn't even like they did a very good buffing
No, they did.
job.
Okay, from a
like,
distance it looked like Beskar, but up close, yeah.
Someone's
looks,
like
it looks trashy.
poor decision was like, this is gonna make it look very alien.
Like no, because like you literally took a car buffer to it at a high setting.
Any
Yeah.
steel worker or anyone who works with metal at all has done that.
Yeah.
And so apparently this one in Romania was actually located, it is actually located a few meters away from a really well-known archaeological landmark, which
Oh,
is
boy.
the Petrodava Dacian Fortress, which is the oldest historical monument in that region, I guess. And so here's a map
hey,
of
there's
where it's
Romania.
at. So it's right
Romania.
over here. And
Man.
it's near the oldest historical
Wait,
landmark in that region.
Wait, Bulgaria and Moldova are real places?
You knew this. Stop that.
I thought those were movie things.
Okay,
Bulgaria.
but here's the thing.
Okay.
Another one
Yeah, this is where I started getting nervous.
showed up.
It's getting close to us now. It's in California.
Showed up in Atascadero,
Oh, God.
Northern California. Well, it says Central it's northern to us.
Yeah.
And I didn't really see any pictures that showed exactly. Let me see.
Oh, this one's a little bigger. And this is like the beginning
It's
of...
it's shiny. This one looks to be pretty
yeah.
shiny, but kind of a little muted in its
Well,
sort
the
of.
thing I was saying is, like, this looks like the beginning of Signs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
These monoliths are
I'm
dropping.
really getting nervous here.
So
What?
okay, but look. This thing was removed by where'd it go? Some young men who drove 5 hours to take it down and replace it with a cross.
Now, look, I understand why you're saying this is a no to you, but look, it's the year 2020. You've seen the year we've had. Can you blame them for being like, nope, we're putting nope, this is no good can come from this.
You know what? Seeing this monolith in the desert and then seeing a monolith in Romania, it just makes me miss our wacky, super awesome showdown storylines. 'Cause
Right?
It's totally like
Something we would do.
that's a storyline for a show just for the night. It's like
Oh,
these monoliths are appearing all over the
everywhere,
world,
and
and
if
then
we-
there has to be a match to
yeah,
like
to solve the issue.
destroy all the monoliths.
Well, listen, if this were the year,
Yeah.
look, if this were December of 2019 and these kids did this, I would say, no, they're kind of dicks. But since this is December of 2020, I say, you know what? I kind of get it.
What's in the
Apparently
monolith?
they streamed it to an online audience too.
Oh, can we watch a
just
little
in
bit of it?
just in case, like, well,
No, there's no.
that's
Unless it's
fine.
at the very
That's fine.
top.
Don't look for it. I'll watch it on my own time.
You probably won't.
Oh yeah,
You always say that.
you're definitely gonna.
Okay, so we
it's
have
on your own time.
I see you're
think
gonna
he's
go
getting
into Mike
close.
Tyson.
Do you not want to go into Mike Tyson?
I
I still wanted to go into a little bit more about the
Monolith.
monolith.
Okay, let's go a little bit more. with monoliths.
That's. I wasn't gonna click there just yet. That's you started mentioning. Oh wait.
Yeah, I was
Okay, no,
saying-
he's still at Burger King.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
Still at
Come
Burger
on,
King?
Will.
Jesus, Will, what's going on with you? Okay, we may have
Must
to
be a
do,
long line at Burger King.
We may have to do Elf first.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine. Monoliths.
We can get a
was I
little
gonna
more
say
out of
something
monolith.
else about this.
I don't know. What were you gonna say about Monolith?
Oh, maybe this is like some. I feel like the full story to this isn't going to be known for like another 10, 15 years.
Oh, I cannot deal with that, man.
One of these days, there's going to be like a creepypasta on the internet
Oh yeah.
or some sort of creepy YouTubers, and it can be like, remember 15 years ago in 2020, the monoliths that came out?
So wait, the year that we find the aliens is going to be the same year that we really like look back
Oh,
at the
crap.
monoliths.
I think this is
Oh,
some
God.
sort of online experiment, kind of like the Locusts project, where the government some team was trying to find like a really smart individuals,
Oh yeah.
and they had all these clues all over the world, and only the smartest people could figure out this project. It's like
That's pretty
it's
cool.
called like the cicada, something cicada for something
Cicada.
cicada
So it might
626
be like.
or something.
Well, also there's like
This is like a cicada thing except with monoliths.
or some sort of crowdsourcing, like when they did the I Love Bees thing. Like you had to pick up phones like across the country to get like parts of this story to go on the internet. And like people went and picked up a phone like in the middle of a hurricane to make that happen.
Cicada 3301. An organization that on 3 occasions posted a set of puzzles to recruit code breakers from the public.
Nice.
I feel like
You don't have to post like a wanted
this has something to do with the.
Oh wait, remember when the people who do the Aqua Teen Hunger Force had some like light up boxes placed around like a couple of cities, and there's like a big bomb scare?
I don't remember that.
Oh, that was a thing for a minute, and they were like, "Oh, we got in some big trouble for that."
But maybe this is like a scavenger hunt.
It
and
might be.
Oh, it's also like the Toynbee story. Have you heard of Toynbee?
I have not.
No.
Some guy was leaving these little like plaques embedded into the ground all over the world, and it said Toynbee idea. It said Toynbee idea 2030, everybody live on Jupiter, because there was this idea that since we all don't live forever,
Yeah.
like, and that we're just meat puppets and that there's no afterlife, that all our
Energy.
souls can actually be transferred to like computers and live on Jupiter somehow. Yeah, and it was crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like a cult thing. Like he's trying to start a cult and he just wasn't really good at it.
And so it was called the Toynbee idea. And I saw the documentary about it, and the documentarian actually found Toynbee, what he thought was Toynbee, on like a subway once. And then like he was about to say, like, walk up to him and talk to him, and he was like, you know what? I like mystery. And so I never talked to the actual guy who put these plaques down.
That sounds like something you.
It's just nonsense.
No, that's nonsense. You said that's someone you go like, oh, I need to talk to this guy.
I know. I've been spending 2 years trying to figure out who this is.
It's like that's like
No.
he's sitting there like trying to date somebody, and then she says yes, and it's like, you know what? It's better as a mystery.
I liked the experience of trying to get with you.
Not. I don't want to actually be with you. Once you're attainable, I don't want you. Okay.
How do we segue to
another,
Mike
I know
Tyson?
another. Well, before
You know what?
Well, this is a lot of trippy stuff.
well, another thing I remembered is like I heard about this project during the Vietnam era, where every now and then on the internet you'll see videos of AK-47s exploding in like the Middle East and like people shooting them, and what's that probably from is during the Vietnam War, the government made a bunch of like rounds that they put into circulation that would explode and blow up AK-47s, and the black market being what it is, you're seeing a whole bunch of them circle into Afghanistan, to like Taliban stuff. So you see like these propaganda videos or like ones that leak out where a guy's like shooting and then just suddenly his AK just blows up.
So, like,
It's
how
more common
long
than
does
you
it?
think.
How long does it work before it finally blows up?
No, it's just
Until you get to the bullet.
you get to that one bullet. Yeah, they're all in circulation.
Oh, it's the bullets that are in
It's
there.
the bullet,
Yeah.
yeah, and you
Oh.
just well imagine that like you're the Viet Cong and like you're shooting your gun and then suddenly it just blows up in your face. Like that,
Wow.
it was one of those like psychological warfare things. And speaking of psychological warfare,
Oh.
bam,
Psychedelic
buttery
Mike
smooth transition.
Tyson
boxing.
did some DMT by way of
Toad venom. Now listen,
which helped inspire his return to boxing.
All right, let's read this.
He had a vision.
Well, now wait, just for a preface, it may be DMT, but I am only going to refer to it as him doing toad venom.
So, he, oh my gosh, he will be going back to square off against Roy Jones
Oh, he
Jr.
did. He did that.
Oh, he did.
That happened.
It was an exhibition
Yep.
boxing match.
He got paid
look,
10
Someone's going back for the coquito.
Yeah, he got paid 10 mil, and Roy Jones Jr. only got 3. Little sad.
Sounds about right.
And but they also they only like, and but they called it a tie, but apparently Tyson won. Like it was an exhibition match. So
Yeah,
like,
they couldn't knock each other out.
Yeah.
right?
He had some sort of an experience that helped him to get back in shape so that he could fight again. He says, I took the medicine, and the medicine told me to
Medicine.
get into shape. It really blew my mind. It told me to come back and start getting in shape.
Now, what if I said that to you? Is like I made a life decision, and it's to like become in insane shape. And it's like, well, what made you do this? I took toad venom.
So here's actually something interesting. So a report released by the Addiction Center in 2019 called Toad Venom, a trendy new psychedelic, and compared it to mescaline. The drug comes from a toad native to the Sonoran Desert, so it's a U.S. Sonoran Desert in the United
It's a
States, right?
it's a local thing.
That produces venom known as 5-MeO-DMT, which is about 6 times more powerful than the regular hallucinogenic DMT.
Wow, that is something else. And all you gotta do is find a toad.
Wow.
So do you think if you get it to bite you, that'll have the same effect, or do you have to like juice a toad over your mouth? Like the first guy to figure this out, did he have to like squeeze a toad over his mouth?
Yeah, there's definitely a preparation process.
Maybe are these just the toads that you lick?
No, it said toad venom, so that means it's envenomating you. Like
No, what?
because if it was poison, that would be stuff that comes out on the skin. That's if you eat it and it kills you, it's poisonous. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous.
Venom is any poison from an animal, I think.
Nope.
No. By the way, Will is out for delivery. He's estimated 6 minutes. Okay, let's see.
God, the intensity of this
Toad
weight.
venom.
He talked about this on Joe Rogan, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he went on Joe Rogan. He was talking about the ego dissolving nature of it, how just it opened his mind and he learned a lot.
Oh, so
basically.
he's no longer offering to have sex with men who are gonna find him soon.
Mike Tyson?
He did that. Yeah, like I'm gonna f you, like literally like. And it look he.
Are you
And
sure that's not just a Key and
I'm
Peele
like
skit?
70% sure he said I'm going to f you to a man, like he was tough talking somebody. And realistically, he looks like the kind of guy who, if he says that, it's like, you know what, I think he'd do it. And also, it would be the least gay male on male sex ever.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was not someone you'd want to really, in his young years, hang out with. But
No,
now
he's
I think Mike Tyson would actually be
chilled
really
out.
cool to
Well,
hang
yeah,
out with
dude-
nowadays.
Yeah, dudes as they get older, they mellow because the testosterone starts to
Yeah.
decline. So it's like they're less like, I'm gonna fuck you up, and then it's more like, hey man, how you doing?
Yeah, he knows, he's said that he's a completely different person. He knows he's a different person. And, you know, he just seems like he's grown a lot.
Yeah.
So hey, just by the way, it's not venom. It's a toxin located within glands under their skin.
Okay, see that's
So
then
you
that's
can
that's poison then.
lick the toad.
Okay, that's poison then. That's
So
not.
it's toad
Do not
toxin?
recommend.
Okay, so yeah,
Don't do it.
They've mislabeled this Fox 6. Damn it! What are you doing? It's toad.
It's
poison.
just it's something that they refer to it as toad venom, but
okay,
it's not.
a colloquial term.
Yeah, it's not. Hey, hey.
We'll just scroll up
the original one that
What's
he
the ori-
posted
in the group.
Move.
It's off to the side there.
in the official
Yeah,
business.
you are so wasted
page.
right now, man. No, that's the SETI
It's
thing.
at the top. We
Yeah.
don't need to. We don't need to look.
There, it's right down a little bit. Yeah, game 7 was it? Yeah, see, yeah, they keep. So it's just a colloquial term. And look, he's still buff as all get out.
See, this article calls it toad venom.
Yeah, so I
They
think it's a
all
colloquial term.
the addiction center calls it toad venom too. That
Yeah,
doesn't
it's-
mean that that's
it's like calling
what
something.
it is.
It's like calling a
Well,
it's
that
like,
article made it seem like it was right before the fight.
yeah, they really did.
No.
But it was the thing that made him make the decision.
He said it was toad venom that helped him get back in shape and ready to fight.
Yeah.
But the article is like the article makes it sound like he has a toad in the locker room
Just take a big ol',
and he's looking at.
and he
It's
was
like before I take on what's his name?
Roy
Roy
Jones
Jones
Jr.
Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. I'm gonna lick this toad. That's some good toad venom. I'm gonna fuck you up, Roy Jones Jr.
like, yeah, Roy Jones sitting there, like, God,
Okay.
he has so little ego. I don't know how to fight him.
He's out there in the ring. He's in the corner. His like coach comes. He's like, I got more of that toad for you. Lick it. They're all Mickey for some
Oh,
reason.
Mickey was- like, I can't fight him. He's moving too fluidly. It's like he's fighting all the stars at once.
He's getting too much. He's getting too much inspiration from the machine elves.
Yeah, the machine
It's
elves-
really cheating, honestly.
It
at this
feels like
point.
he's in tune with the universe. I don't know what's
The
going
machine
on.
elves are like Mike Tyson. No, we didn't even call him Being, who is formerly Mike Tyson. Get him with a jab and an uppercut.
All right, I'm done with both of you on this. So, talking about someone else with apparently giant cojones.
Oh yeah, this guy. I know this is a little old, but I want to talk about flamethrower guy.
Police are investigating a wild and dangerous scene in Brooklyn. Social
That
media
doesn't look
video
like
shows a
the
guy
boring
standing on the roof of
flamethrower
an
either.
MTA bus
not.
firing
This
a
looks like a Childish
flamethrower
Gambino
into
music
the
video.
air.
He's jumping from an
The
ice cream
Bed-Stuy
truck.
near Putnam and Franklin
Yeah,
Avenues.
it
I mean,
absolutely
come on.
does.
The
This
guy
is
jumped
America.
off of the B-26 from the roof
and then
of
he's
an ice
shooting.
cream truck. He also fired the
What?
flamethrower into the street before jumping off. There were no reported
I was really
injuries.
hoping he was going to
Bus
jump
was
like
taken
that,
out
but
of
he did the
service
smart thing.
Oh.
next- I mean,
And
we've
there goes
seen
the
a lot of
ankles.
stuff. That one,
Some wild
that right
video
there,
there.
top of the line.
Yes.
Knucklehead move.
It's got like some massive Mennonite beard going on there. Like this guy is like full on gangster.
Did he have the Back to the Future Nikes?
Sneakers.
I think he did. Like let's
It
scroll.
looked
over.
like he had the Back to the Future Nikes.
Like what do we got here? Let's bring it in. Sam, can you freeze and
No
enhance?
video
there.
there.
Yeah, sure. Let me freeze and enhance. Actually, let
The
me.
thing that so obviously doesn't
That you can-
exist.
That you can do. Oh, she's enhancing. She's enhancing. Okay.
Top of the line.
Yes.
They're high tops of some sort. No, they look like boots. No, those are white boots
Wait, just
Like,
just go
Let me
back.
turn the volume.
Just
down
watch the
'cause that
whole
was
thing
annoying.
again.
in slow motion. So yeah,
The fact that he's on an
We'll
ice
watch
cream
it
truck.
in quarter time.
quarter.
This is such beautiful
Yeah,
imagery.
no, he's
Like, you
literally
can't
on an ice cream
create
truck. Yeah.
anything better than this on an ice cream truck.
Like-
I was almost gonna say this is totally Florida, but it's Brooklyn.
Yeah. Oh
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess if it's not Florida, it's New York.
Yeah, this is look. New York is basically the purge right now, so you know.
And it's not a boring company one?
No, it's not.
No.
yeah,
It's not Elon? Dang
the tube, because that one's boring. It just kind of sends out some light flame. That's like shooting like a 4-foot gout of flame. We're lucky he's used. Yeah, so he's jumping from the ice cream truck, and this guy's just chill. Look at that ice cream truck guy. He's so chill as he sits there like.
He's like, he ain't shooting me with that flame.
Yeah, this.
Hey,
Because I give him ice cream.
Is he here?
Will is 3 minutes away.
Ah, yes. Okay, let's see if we can milk 3 minutes of material.
No, I cannot.
Wait, let's get to the part where he jumps off.
Okay, let's see if we can see.
I
want
want to see that part. I want to see that part where he jumps off, and kind of see how his form is.
Yeah, because he does that thing where he sits on the edge of the bus, and that bus is moving a little bit. Like, is he trying? I don't know what the traffic's. Now he's shooting it down for the.
As someone's filming. Oh, that must be a good angle.
That's a really good angle and a really dangerous one. Like, oh, I'm gonna lose all my face. But listen, this
doesn't have eyebrows anymore. That guy that's filming it.
Nope. So it looks like that thing, like the distance it can shoot changes. I think he can like squeeze the trigger more or less. You know.
Was he shooting a music video here or something, or what was
No,
the point?
the music video is called Life.
Is it just that it's the purge now?
That's it. Like, welcome to New York.
And he's like, you know what?
First of all, where do you get this thing? I really want to know where he got this flame. I want that flamethrower.
It's a pretty good flamethrower.
Right?
You can mess some people up with that.
Seriously, like if imagine a home intruder comes in and you come out with that.
He just
fully.
He biffed it pretty hard.
Yep. He should have lowered himself a little more.
Poor guy.
I mean, he thinks he's in what's that video game called?
Grand
Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto.
God, you're
Fortnite.
wasted.
Wow.
Fortnite.
Is he? This is like a Fortnite thing.
No, he doesn't have a pickaxe, so it's not gonna work.
That's Minecraft, isn't it?
Oh, there's also in Fortnite.
Are they
It's kind of big
boots
ass.
or?
They look like boots. I give them.
No, they're just really, really dope shoes, dude.
So is that the like? Is that?
Those they are legit. Look at that flamethrower. Like it's
Right?
like a. What
Man.
did he use?
That is like an industrial like thing. Okay.
Look at that. Parts of the ground are still like on fire.
Right?
I mean,
New York flamethrower guy. What kind of flamethrower did he use?
Wow. Will is 1 minute away.
I feel like we're over romanticizing this. I hope he got arrested though.
I really do.
As
I
cool
hope
as
he didn't.
As cool as that was, and as cool as much as that it brought me joy to see that.
This man is an apartment fire like waiting to happen.
I hope
No.
he got booked.
Screw that.
Oh, he turned.
But you know what? I hope it wasn't for very long. I hope he got out.
He turned himself into the New York City Police Department in the afternoon after the video emerged, using a flamethrower on top of a city bus. Let's see, Dupree God surrendered. God.
What's his name? His middle name is God.
Dupree G.O.D. surrendered to the 79th precinct. The bed study shortly after 2 p.m. His lawyer, Carolee London, confirmed Vulture. Oh, this is that's the name. He's facing reckless endangerment charge. Prior to Dupree's God surrender. Oh my God, this is so weird.
What a character!
That's him in the video. Whether he's maintaining, that's not him. Linda said, "I'm not discussing individual facts right now." De Blasio is already burning the city to the ground. So what's one more fire?
I guess so.
I mean,
You know what?
he's got a point. Listen,
De Blasio is not very popular, actually.
he is really not. No matter how much he says he's doing a great job. God, that's like.
Yeah, I think we're almost getting our burgers.
Almost
I'll
get-
say this guy is a character, man.
I love him.
I love the character.
But I wish he would listen. Why doesn't he just get a gun like a normal person? Come on.
A gun. You know what? You know what? The flamethrowers that probably are actually a little bit safer than
Is it-
shooting.
If you're just shooting
Random bullets.
at
Least people can like avoid the flame. It's like there's the flame. Just got to get out of the way of that.
It literally emits light and only has like a 4 to 5 foot range.
You know, but if it gets you, you're
Like
screwed.
there's a trade off here.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to use it indoors.
It could be a very painful death, actually.
I really want to know what kind of flamethrower. Can I get that flamethrower?
He's pulling up outside.
It's happening.
This
Is
about
that
to
camera?
happen.
Is that camera actually
It's
pointing
not
toward?
pointing
Not
at
by
the
here.
door. I don't think we want to get him on camera.
No, yeah, that might.
That's true.
This might be a dual party consent state.
Maybe like look
All right, let's
at the
make
Make
camera
sure
and
that
see
you-
where it's aimed.
You get her and part of the window.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got you and the window actually, so it's.
Well, that's fine. I'll blur it out.
Did he just drive by? No, come back, Will.
Open the window and yell. Oh God. God, this is quickly going downhill. Wait, did you say that does he coming up to the door?
He didn't even. He drove past.
Oh, that okay, listen. Will,
Look, he drove past.
Will, if you watch this in the future, we're going to link you to this. We're going to need your email, Will. You're going to see our disappointment in you. Like we
Wait, he called.
Oh, he's calling. Okay, so
Hello. This is she.
tell him to double back. Okay, we're hot food ordering action here on the Transmit podcast.
So, now that we've returned from our fiasco, whatever. Like, I moved it back to because I would like to watch the trailer. So we can we should include some of me going backwards and saying, screw, whatever.
Just pick it up wherever you want, honestly.
Hey.
Ah, that's not normally a pairing you see.
Oh, it's not a costume. I'm an elf. Well, technically I'm human, but I was raised by elves.
New Line Cinema presents the story of one
I need
elf
mayonnaise on
who's
mine.
coming home for Christmas.
Can't wait to see my dad.
Fine.
Did you order no
ice
mayonnaise?
skating and
But I want
sugar plums.
vegetables.
Sorry.
Now,
I think someone sent you a Christmas gram.
Okay, so, like,
We should call security.
Yeah.
we're already getting into some of the story. Like, he shows up in New York
a world he never knew
Yeah.
existed.
because
What am I gonna do?
he doesn't fit in with the elves he was raised with because he accidentally
Discovering what it takes
snuck
to
into
fit in
Santa's
and
bag.
going
bag
where
while he was a
no
baby
elf has
at the
gone
orphanage.
before.
What he needs is to be nurtured. Bring him home.
Doesn't fit into either world.
And Michael Kahn playing a Michael Kahn character,
You know.
like, doesn't
I was thinking like forever.
isn't about this life.
Oh no, I would not be either.
He cannot stay here.
You can't just throw him out in the snow.
Will Ferrell is Will
He's
Ferrell
told me 15 times.
as an elf guy.
Son of a nutcracker.
We can take him.
But of course he shows up during Christmas time, so like,
All his skills are applicable.
right, he completely fits
Where did you say
in.
you were from?
This holiday season,
I think you're beautiful, and
Like-
my tongue swells up when I am around you.
get ready
Oh, is that what
That-
swells up?
That's what engorges, I guess. Yeah.
Hold hands.
for a tall
Do tongues swell up?
tale
Has your tongue ever swelled up?
of elfish
From an allergic reaction.
Hey Siri, do tongues swell up from arousal? Well, there's 8 causes
I know.
according to WebMD. Let's find out.
Remember me?
Dude, I didn't recognize
I
you.
know. I'm in work clothes. I didn't know you had elves here.
Oh man, they're spoiling like
Did you have to borrow a reindeer to get
the
down
best
here?
scene.
You feeling strong,
Oh yeah, they were
elf.
allergic. Let's see. Injury, infections, irritants, health conditions.
Not from emotional arousal.
Not from any kind of arousal, no.
Buddy the elf,
So
what's your favorite color?
at best, she's an irritant. Or an No, that's worse. At best, she's an irritant.
And it has Jon Favreau directing and also like briefly showing up in it because that's what Jon Favreau does. He like
Yeah, he loves to show up in his own movies.
he writes, directs, and stars in his own films, and he's so good.
He really is. And let me tell you, while we're eating these burgers, these are actually really good.
You know,
You like this?
I do.
Beyond Impossible actually makes a pretty good meat substitute.
Speaking from your unbiased opinion.
I mean, he doesn't own any stock in it, nor
No.
do I.
They're not public, that's why.
Okay. And
True.
I just wish that delivery had gone the way I'd hoped in my head. But this is 2020. Nothing's gonna pan out the way I hoped.
Apparently, we need to cut down the not even tall weeds.
It's like yeah, they're about ankle high, and there's like not enough of like you can see the ground around them.
And people
It's
don't want to be.
COVID, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's COVID.
we're gonna have the gardeners or even go outside and do it ourselves. Like, no.
We're just gonna die if we do that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't blame a guy for not wanting to participate with like
Our shenanigans.
our shenanigans.
I can see. Listen, I can appreciate that. That's why I'm more like disappointed, not angry at him.
Yeah.
You
I was
know-
hoping we'd get like a young dude who's down, who's like, "Oh, cool, you guys recording a podcast."
Yeah, and I'd be like, "Welcome to the show." But we got some silver-haired fox.
But look, I don't know what I was gonna say.
Listen, it's just disappointment. But listen,
But if we had had a younger person,
You totally would have done it.
we would have done it. He wouldn't have been like such a here. He was rude on the phone.
Oh, that dick. And you see, if I hadn't,
He was not pleasant.
and if I hadn't thrown all my money directly into Belle Delphine's OnlyFans account, I could have waved a $5 at him. But unfortunately, it's all on the other side of the internet.
Yeah, well, he should have been nicer.
Well, yeah, he's getting a poor review from us. Okay, but let's talk a little bit more about Will Ferrell playing Will Ferrell as a big elf.
All of the innuendos, like, I mean, kids' movies pretty typically have a lot of sexual innuendo.
Goes right over most kids' heads.
But I don't know, watching this now at the age that I am, 17 years after it came out, which is wild.
Right.
Like, there's some very blatant innuendo in this film that it's like, why?
And there's some situations that are like wildly unbelievable as like adults. Like the scene,
which one?
Like the scene where they start Will Ferrell starts singing to the love interest
While she's singing in the shower.
and
naked.
and see, that is one unbelievable part. But the more unbelievable part is that a department store has a shower.
With a shower curtain like that.
Yeah.
It's like, I just heard you singing and I wanted to sing with you.
In this Macy's shower that
Just
they
like-
all have.
Yeah,
He's like, I didn't
when
know
I worked
that-
at Macy's, we didn't have showers.
He's like, I didn't know that you were naked. It's like, oh, you don't know that you take your clothes off to take a shower?
It's like there's a scene in the movie where you're literally naked in a tiny elf shower.
In the North Pole taking a shower.
Like-
supposedly naked.
Look, it's a little frustrating because like after you've seen the movie, you have a good. It is funny. Like this is a funny movie, right?
Yes.
Yes, and you can, especially like when this came out, it was a little more in its time. The early 2003. Yeah, that's like that is very much like a movie of that time, and it makes sense in that context. But now you're sitting there like you'd analyze it a little more and be like, all your elf buddies act like normal people, and you act like an elf, like what we picture an elf to act like.
Exactly. Like everyone was playing the straight man to Will Ferrell's elf here.
Yeah.
Everybody from the humans to the elves.
Everyone.
It's like
Not a single person was not.
it's like
Yeah.
wow.
Well, Peter Dinklage was like almost.
He was the straightest.
He was the
man.
straightest, but he also was so straight that he was like drop kicking him. It was a weird kind of like.
You know, that was like a pretty good scene there. I think that's what jump started his career, actually.
I think so too. Like he has,
No.
I'm just saying that. That's where I first saw Peter Dinklage.
yeah, same here.
Where they went really hard on the
Oh.
hey, he's a dwarf. What do you call a little person?
It's like, are you
So you must
Called him
be
an
an
elf.
elf.
And he's like,
So they just kept laying into that, like,
yes, like
you're
did
an
you mean
elf.
an elf? And he's playing it like super sincere.
So they have a really tall 6'4" guy dressed like an elf, and a really small guy who's wearing
normal clothes.
suit like CEO clothing.
And the thing is, like, having heard Peter Dinklage talk again to Will Ferrell on his podcast, he can play such a dignified, like reserved character. It plays well.
It plays amazingly. Actually.
Yeah, it's like so great because he just carries. He can carry himself because he's actually a good actor. He can carry himself with just such dignity.
Have you seen the movie The Station Agent that he appeared in?
I
Also released the same year as Elf, 2003.
I have not.
You know what? It's worth it. It's really worth it. It's got Michelle Williams and Bobby Cannavale, if you recognize that name, but also Patricia Clarkson, who you've seen in a lot of other things. Station Agent. Highly recommend to, the 3 people that watch this podcast to also watch Station Agent.
I
It's
think
a
we're
little
up to
dry,
5.
but it's really good.
Actually, our most viewed video is a clip from one of our podcasts where we talk about Belle Delphine.
Now you know
Actually,
why
it's
we're-
where we watch her.
Yeah.
It's got 1,000 views.
Boom.
It has 1,000 views now?
Right.
Wow.
So that's why you think we're going back to the well.
So, people out there, we know you like Belle Delphine and any content related to her. So, that's why.
And we're glad she's back onto YouTube because I don't know if we could pull off like watching her OnlyFans.
We're suckling that
How much
sweet,
actually-
sweet, milky.
How much does it cost? Just check your bank account, recent transactions.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I don't know off the top of my head for a second. No, actually, I really don't.
Isn't it like $35 a month?
Well, it depends on the girl. I'm sorry, woman.
I'm pretty sure Belle Delphine's is 35. That's why I'm going.
Okay, we're
Belle Delphine, $35. What do you say?
I don't know.
35 a month.
Leica's charging like $7 right now on discount.
Well, Belle Delphine knows what she's worth.
yeah, I think she does. I'm gonna say 50.
$50 a month?
I'm gonna say $50 a month. But also that doesn't get you just like everything. That just gets you like access to the base.
Now these Impossible Whoppers, you know what? It's just like a Whopper, but with a slightly different tasting meat.
Babe, you were right. It's 35.
Oh, really? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
I got to do that. Listen, I listen. That's her Christmas gift to us, and we and like Vic said, we're suckling at that sweet, milky A+ cup.
She has absolutely nothing that is free to view.
No freebies for her.
Yeah, I gave that a peek,
Not
and
a single one.
yeah, she knows she will. I gave that a peek.
The
with,
only thing you get is this top cover image.
Pretty good stuff, but
it's not like jerking material.
It's super tease. Yeah, it's not jerking, and it's like super teasy.
Yeah, well, and yeah, because I gave it a shot with some chick from Tumblr, not from Tumblr, shit, from TikTok, and yeah, like she gave like way more free stuff than that.
We should talk about more e-girl.
We need more
my
e-girls.
mouth full. More e-girls.
We definitely should.
What do you want to talk about next? Honestly, you know, we should talk about Leica because, like,
let's talk about Leica next time.
She has good music. She puts out good content.
Yeah, she's like if Belle Delphine wasn't like a weirdo.
Yeah.
And had a little bit of talent.
See now I'm whoa now come on.
No, Belle Delphine's got like she's like
it's a performance artist style.
She's got performance art talent, not like singing talent.
There we go. Let's be fair. Good Lord. Okay.
We don't know if she sings or not.
That's true.
You feel like we're coming to the tail end of this?
I really do. Watch Elf. It's got a basic like holiday ending. Like faith in Santa is renewed, and the stern and kind of stingy cheapskate father learns his lesson.
And everybody recovers their Christmas spirit so that Santa can escape the Central Park Rangers.
Which apparently are just a bunch, are like the villain. They come up with these villains at the last minute, like the Central Park Rangers, and they're like the Nazgul.
And there's always like there's always some sort of SWAT force in these films. You'll see, we've watched another couple Christmas movies that for some reason have SWAT teams. I don't know why. There's like a recurring SWAT team theme for Christmas films.
Well, there's not a lot of like Christmas villains. So you like apparently the law is Christmas villain.
Wait, did we don't have anything on our list that has Krampus, do we?
No, we don't. So next year.
That's unfortunate. You know, there's a lot of scary horror films on Netflix, and one of them I saw was literally just called Krampus.
Oh, I'll bet. All right, so you know what? I think. Let's see. Where's the new out? There it is. Look. We talked more about Belle Delphine than we did Elf, and I think that's for the best. Because really, Elf's a comedy, and it's kind of funny. Like, listen, if you want to go back to 2003 and watch a movie from that era, you do worse than Elf.
Yeah, and we'll be back with more Christmas films.
And maybe more e-girls.
And maybe somehow between Christmas movies and e-girls, we'll create some new traditions here at the Transmit Podcast.
That being said, I'm your host. Oh, sorry, you don't like that. I'm Spike.
I'm Victor.
I have food in my mouth. I'm Samantha.
Thanks for listening to the Transmit Podcast. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays and happy Hanukkah. In 7 days.